Hello there everybody, this is Voccio here, and welcome to my thoughts on the Division video. Now, I should probably say right now, this is going to be recorded with live commentary, so I'm actually playing while I'm doing this. I should also tell you guys that, unfortunately, I'm not going to be going to the dark zone in this video. I already aware with other players, because, first of all, I don't want to risk their IDs being in the video, for obvious reasons, you know, I want to be careful about that. And also, you know, I'm yakking away on the mic and they'll be able to hear me. They'll think I'm mental. But, you know, it's mainly the first one because I don't want to risk their IDs being in the video and getting flagged or whatever. You know, I've got to be careful about that kind of stuff. So, you know, I'll talk you guys through what the Dark Zone is before we get into it. The Dark Zone is brutal, guys. It's absolutely a fucking brutal place. Oh, one sec. Opportunity to help. That's the mechanic as well. You can give stuff away to help with civilians out and you get, like, items for it. Anyway, I'll get into that in a second. So, yeah, the Dark Zone is brutal. It's PvP enabled. It's basically populated by the players playing the game, or the beta, in the case of what it is now. But it's totally your choice whether you engage in PvP or not. It's everyone's choice. Like, you can walk right past the player and you're not forced to kill or shoot each other, even though some people do, and it's annoying when you suck at shooting games like I do. But yeah, it's literally a no-holds-barred place, and I don't know, I guess, you know, it's different, it's what they were going for. It makes sense if that's what you're into, you know, just the brutality and insanity of it. So, you know, everyone has the choice of whether they want to shoot you on sight or not. They don't have to, but at the same time they can. But the thing is, the game also has an additional mechanic where it kind of does disincentivize it, I guess, by well, or incentivize it depending on what kind of asshole you are. If you kill a player randomly for no reason, you get marked as a rogue. Well, if you shoot me enough, you get marked as a rogue. You don't even have to kill them, which annoys me. Because I've been shot at by other people and I've been fucking trying to defend myself and then I got turned rogue for that. That's something that needs to be fixed, by the way, in the final game. If a person shoots at you and then you shoot back, you end up being a rogue. That doesn't sit well with me. Because that's literally happened to me on more than one occasion. I've defended myself from other people. I've shot back at them, and for some reason I got rogue stats, and then then the game fucked me because everyone was fucking coming after me, and all I was doing was trying to defend myself. So yeah, Ubisoft, you guys need to put some. I don't care what it is, but you guys need to put some kind of fucking system in this game that detects if somebody shot you first, which, you know, affects you becoming rogue. Because that is fucking annoying, really annoying. Because I don't want to be a rogue, you know. That's how I've been playing this game. I don't shoot first, you know. I shoot back. I defend myself. You know, I don't want to fuck. Like, people have worked hard to get all the fucking loot they've got. That's another thing as well. When you kill another player, you can steal the loot from their body. Now the thing is, if you kill another player for no reason, you become a rogue. And other players will hunt you down. You've got a bounty on your head, and they can take your stuff. But also, you can kill rogues yourself and take their stuff, and you get the bounty for it. So, you know, it balances out. But yeah, the game definitely needs better balancing for how you become a rogue or not. Because, like I said, when you're just trying to defend yourself from people who are shooting you randomly, and then you get rogue status, that is fucking annoying, really annoying. So I know there's like a set limit on bullets, but. And, you know, obviously I know why there's a limit on it, because, you know, if you're in the middle of, like, a firefight and people without very good aim, like me, could accidentally shoot at the players, you don't want to become a rogue instantly. So I don't know, but it needs work, I know that much. It definitely needs some kind of work put into it. I'd say probably the best way to do it would be to make someone a rogue if they intentionally shoot somebody. So put some kind of, I don't know, background detection program in the game, I don't fucking know, that detects whether you're in combat with AIs or not. If you are in combat with AIs, forgive shooting other players. If you're not, make people rogues if they put even one bullet into another player. I don't care how hard it is, Ubisoft. You want this game to sell? You want this game to be a successful MMO? You need systems in place to make sure it is. So yeah, it definitely needs some stuff on that side of things. But other than that, the Dark Zone does exactly what it says on the tin. You know, it's a PvP enabled area that is brutal, that is insane, where you can go and get loot, good loot. And the way the looting system works as well is that, sorry guys, I've been standing still for ages, I should start moving about. The way the looting system works is you'll find loot around the dark zone, and it's contaminated by the virus that's wiped out New York, the green poison or whatever it's called. And so you get the loot, then you have to take it to an extraction zone and get it out of the dark zone. And then when it's gone, it will be taken. Actually, I should show you guys the base, shouldn't I? It will come back to your base, which is here. It will be brought back here, and it will end up in your stash in the base, and that's when you can take it out and actually use the items, the loot that you picked up. So, and you can loot weapons, armor, or clothing. Although clothing seems to be rare. So yeah, that's how all that works, and I'll show you guys the stash when we get inside. There's not much in my stash right now because I've already been looting a bunch of shit. And the thing is, with the extraction zones, shut up. The thing about the extraction zones, one thing you guys do need to know is, well, you might be interested in, is that when you call for extraction, you have to wait like a minute and 20 seconds for the chopper to actually turn up to get your stuff. So you have to defend if rogue players turn up, or if arseholes turn up, as I call them. So yeah, this is our stash, and this is where we've got all extracted things that I've extracted from the hot zone that I can't fucking use yet, like the shotgun. This is also, as you can see, I've extracted guns, armor, weapon mods, everything. So that's all that. I'm not going to take any of it out though. You can also obviously put your own gear in there that you're carrying if you want to. We've got a weapons vendor who sells guns, and we'll also buy guns from you if you want to sell him them. But I'm not particularly interested in anything he's selling. Then we've got a guy who sells, well, a woman who sells armor. As you can see, she's selling all kinds of armor, but once again, I'm not interested. And then we got somebody, then we got somebody who sells weapon mods for your guns and shit.
Another time.
So, I should probably get into how the base works. You guys get how all the vendors works, I'm sure. So the base has what is called different wings. So we've got the security wing and the medical wing. And what with this being the beta, obviously, you can't do everything. So I was only able to get 2 upgrades for the medical wing. That's it. As you guys can see, we've got clinic and quarantine, and that's all we can do. Not available in beta. And the way the base upgrade system works is pretty straightforward. So you've got different resource types, right? So I'll show you guys this, for example. So you can see there it says, hang on, blah 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 mission details, but it also has mission rewards, medical wing supplies, 60. So your supplies are dependent on whether you can upgrade wings or not, or rather your wing upgrades are dependent on your supplies. You need like a certain amount of supplies, to upgrade each wing. Pardon me. So yeah, you need, and these are encounters and side missions that you do together the supplies you need to perform upgrades. I hope you guys are keeping up with this. It's fairly straightforward, It's not exactly difficult to understand. Basically, if you want to build your base, you got to do side missions. Simple as. Or at least, as far as I can tell from the beta, the final game might be different to this, but probably not that different. I mean, so yeah, obviously this stuff is all pretty straightforward in how the upgrade system works. There's only one mission you can do in the game, and I've already done it, which is there in Madison Square Garden. There's not much to it. It's just you got to rescue a doctor to get your medical wing up and running. So yeah, that's all that. Also, guys, I've got to say that even though I don't live there, I think they've done a fantastic job on making New York in a video game. It looks really good. I mean, you guys can see how good the graphics are. Obviously this is a PlayStation 4 version. For everybody who may not know, I don't know. My subscribers know I play on PS4. But yeah, this is subscribers. Sorry, this is the PS4 version of the game. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I'll show you guys the weapon mods as well and how all that works. You can also mod your armor. There's an option for it, but I don't have any armor mods. And this is where you would keep your contaminated items that you picked up in the hot zone, or the dark zone rather. There's all my armor. So these weapon mods, this is how it all works. Look, you get each like slot that you can put stuff in. So you can put a suppressor on an AK-47. Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't know that fucking gun could have a suppressor on it. I don't think it can in real life. But yeah, so we've got all these mods. Now this is something I have a bit of. This is something I have a bit of a problem with. So your underbarrel mod, right? That's not under barrel. So the thing is, you can only either put a laser sight or a foregrip on your assault rifle, but you can't have both. Which, yeah. I don't like that, if I'm honest. I would much prefer the ability to have both. Like a lot of games do. So I'm not sure what they were thinking with this modding system here. Hopefully they'll change that for the final game. It can't be difficult to add another fucking mod slot for the front of the gun. Because yeah, I think it should, it should be able to have a laser sight and a foregrip on your guns. So yeah. Then we've got magazine mods, which you can do, which is better reload time, basically. At least I think it is, isn't it? Oh no, that increases your damage. Interesting. I actually didn't notice that. So I guess you can also have damage upgrades on your magazines. That makes sense, I guess. I've got sights, which that looks fucking terrible. I know, guys. I know it looks horrible. But I don't care. Then we've got, well, that's all the stuff. That's all the mods. Then we've got me. I can mod my appearance. I can change how I look. Change my clothing look. If I want to, but I don't want to. Then we've got jackets that we can wear. Oh, actually that looks pretty good in that colour. I might keep that. So yeah, all clothing and stuff, which is pretty cool. You can customise how your character looks pretty well. They've done that alright. The character creation is obviously very basic because this is once again the beta. The online play is pretty good so far, by the way. I should probably get into that, shouldn't I? The online stuff's okay, but it's a beta once again, so I'll forgive the issues, but there are some issues with it. Such as your group members will sometimes disappear out of your game. Also, one thing I should mention is the base does not have instance sharing in there. I was in a group yesterday with other people, and we came back to the base, the three of us, and as soon as we stepped inside, we disappeared out of each other's games, So for some reason, when people are inside the base, they can't share the instance. When we all came back outside, we could see each other again. It was fine. We could see each other's character models, but when we were inside the base, we could only see each other's icons on the map. So yeah, there's no instance sharing with the base. I'm not sure how I feel about that. That's kind of bad, in my opinion. So the combat is MMO combat. I know it's a shooting game, but it's an MMO first and foremost, so the enemies need to be spongy. They need to take some punishment before they die, so they do. The game has an intel system. Just think Destiny, but the enemies are on less steroids, and they're like normal people, which makes total sense. So we've got intel here. I'm not going to go through all this, but yeah, this is all like intel you can pick up through the game, field data, scattered around the map. Anything else I need to say? I think I've done a decent job. Well, look at this. Well, guys, I'll give you a good look at the graphics in the game. It looks fucking gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. I know it's had graphical downgrades, but I still think it looks great, even with those downgrades. Now the question is, are they going to make some changes to this game before it comes out? They have got a month to make the changes, so wait a second. Are there hostiles nearby? I don't really have time to get into a fight with them, though, annoyingly. Yeah, those are hostiles. This shotgun just, like, wrecks them. I've got a pretty good shotty. But yeah, guys, that's the Division beta, and I think I've covered all the important stuff. I'm not sure if I'm going to get this game personally, though. While I have no issue with it, I just don't think it's for me. Just because of the way the Dark Zone works and the PvP, and the fact that I suck ass at shooting games in general anyway. I'm much more like a melee comp-focused person, so, nothing against the beta. It's pretty good. It looks impressive. It looks like it's going to be a great game. I probably will pick it up at some point when it gets cheaper, but I doubt I'm going to get it at launch. But yeah, guys, that's the Division beta for you. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm certainly having fun playing it. It's pretty good. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's just teething problems are all they really need to fix. Once they've done that, I think it'll be buttery smooth. So yeah, guys, thank you all very much for watching this one. This has been the Division beta, and I am out. I shall see you all in the next one. And that's the end of that video. Thank you all very much for watching it. So yeah, the Division looks like it's going to be a pretty good game. Once again, I don't know if I'm going to get it at launch, personally. I don't have, like I say, I don't really have any issues with the game itself. It's just, you know, I'm not big up on MMO shooting games in general. So yeah. But you know, don't let my opinion detract from yours, because the beta is great, guys. It really is. It's, you know, it's looking like it's going to be an amazing fucking title. It looks like Ubisoft are actually going to deliver something good, for once. So yeah, you know, I highly recommend you go out and buy it. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Go check out my channel to see more of my content if you're interested. Please leave me a like if you really enjoyed it, or share the video with your friends, or you know, consider subscribing for future stuff. But yeah, guys, thank you very much. Anybody out there who hasn't seen my stuff before, I really appreciate your time on this. You know, consider subbing for more stuff, and I shall see you all in the next one. I am out.